to our review on the 2015 Porsche Panamera Diesel.
Will the Porsche be able to prove that it is a practical family supercar?
Well, let's go and find out. So here at the front of the car we have the engine bay. So it's a 3-litre V6 turbocharged with producing 300 brake horsepower, 600 pound-feet of torque, top speed of 160 miles an hour, connected to a 7-speed PDK transmission. So the front of the car looks aggressive yet elegant at the same time. So it's in a black, I think a jet black colour. So the headlight system on this car, you have a Porsche dynamic lighting system. It's just better, and then these little LEDs around the main xenon headlights. It is the daytime running lights, so it's by xenon. So these are your main running headlights, and these are your full beam lights. So here we have an LED strip, which is for the indicators. It's just brighter, much brighter, and it's just better looking instead of being onto the headlight. And yeah, and then you have these massive vents here just to help the 3-litre diesel just breathe.
The Panamera's doors are very clever because, as you can see, if you open the door and hold it in any position, it will remain there using magnets. Now, I think this feature is very important and very thoughtful, since in car parks and tight spaces such as that, you won't scratch your car or dent another vehicle. At the back, the boot space is not enormous. However, for a Porsche, it is acceptable and you can actually use it. Furthermore, the rear seats are foldable, so you can extend the boot space at the compromise of your rear passengers. On the sides you have nets to carry things in and little hooks to strap things to. However, you do have quite a big boot lip, so it's harder to put heavier things in there. And obviously, because it's a Porsche, you electrically close this as well with that little button. Curves are the aim of the game here, as they do make the Porsche Panamera look incredibly elegant. However, there's still a pinch of sports car here and there, especially with these dual exhausts with quad openings. Moreover, you get this very sporty looking automatically powered spoiler. From the side, from certain angles, you get again the elegant and luxurious look. However, it's not the prettiest car I've ever seen, and from other angles you get the feeling that they first designed it as an estate rather than a hatchback. However, I am actually glad that they have done this, because inside you get a decent amount of headroom. I'm 6 foot and I can sit very comfortably in here. The leather and soft touch materials do help towards that. You get multiple storage spaces and compartments such as this, integrated into the armrest. You also have this one over here, which has a 12-volt power outlet, a cup holder and extra storage space. You get another cup holder here, air vents,
So we come into the front of the car. So we have the center console, which is laid out into a V shape for you to have access to all the buttons, and it's better looking. So if you take a look at the buttons, so here you have your traction control off. You hold it down for about 3 seconds, it disables traction control. Here is your suspension, so your air ride suspension really. So it goes up, down, suiting to the road you want, to the road surface that is in front of you. And then so the next button is to stiffen and soften the suspension. So you press, so once it's just slightly stiffer, twice is really stiff, so you get more of a Porsche feeling. You have your sport mode, which sharpens throttle response, quicker gears, and makes the steering heavier. So on this side you have auto hold off, where if you hold the brakes at traffic lights, it disables the engine, and then when you release your brake, it turns on the engine. It's mostly made to save fuel. So we come on to here, you have passenger and driver heated seats. So further up we have your dual zone climate control, your maps, your navigation, your media, and your tuner. So this car has it's got reasonable size cubby spaces. So here it's not that big, but it could hold whatever you want. You have 12-volt power outlet, AUX cable, and USB connector. As you come up to here, you have your lights for passenger driver. This, if you press this, it won't light up when one of the doors are open. This is your main ambient light system, as you can see here. Disable parking sensors and your sunroof. This car has a rear camera for parking assist. So engage it in reverse and then pull this back, disengage the handbrake, and it has guidance line when you steer. And then it has sonar, so it measures how close someone is to the car.
So, to conclude, the Panamera Diesel's price is £65,289 as standard, and that can be exceeded by a long distance after all the options have been added. Yet it still has to compete with executive cars such as the Audi A7, BMW 6 Series Gran Coupe, and the Mercedes CLS. In particular, a CLS 350 AMG Sport costs £11,000 less, but it is just as well equipped, similarly powerful, more fuel efficient, and has a much larger boot. Having said that, the Panamera is a great cruiser and does a better job of pretending to be a sports car than most other Porsche diesel GT cars. It also has a very nice interior which is perfectly matched with an incredibly desirable badge. Overall, we give the Porsche Panamera Diesel 3.5 out of 5 for practicality, 3.5 out of 5 for running costs, performance 3 out of 5, comfort 4 out of 5, and finally safety 5 out of 5. Therefore, the Panamera Diesel gets an overall score from us of 7 out of 10.
We hope that you have enjoyed our review on the Porsche Panamera Diesel. If you have, please click like and subscribe. Peace!